The expression, the eyes are the windows to the soul, is probably a familiar expression to most, if not all of you. Um, However, there are some basic tips I would like to give you and tricks to learn about a person's eyes that can tell you a lot about what the person is thinking or what mood they're in. If you notice when you are having a somewhat happier conversation with somebody, their eyes will be more like this. Well, like, hey, how's it going? Like their eyebrows will be raised as well, perhaps, but their eyelids will be about here, right? And if say if they're just sitting somewhere or standing in the kitchen or something, just kind of looking out the window, their eyes will be more like this, right? So they're being introspective at that time, right? And you can use previous conversations that has been had to sort of accurately determine the level of introspection that person is having while their eyes are lower like this. If a person is stern with you, they'll be more like this or like this. And that means that they are with intention. They they have intention. You know, they may not be utilizing that intention, but they have intention or motive also. Like if their eyes are more like this and they're being stern with you, there's motive. If their eyes are like this while they're looking at you, then it's more like intention. And either way, that person is likely not impressed with you or the person they're talking to that way. If a person is, you know, searching within, they might have a look like this, you know, like sort of like turning their mind direction in reverse for a second to like kind of dig in the trunk and like what can I use for this, you know, like so like when a person is like searching for words or something, they might go more like this, right? And if a person is sad, you know, they kind of like almost start to smile, but like in their eyes, you know, it's almost a smile in their eyes, you know, um, for just about any crying that I can imagine, you know, um, like unless it's despair. If it's despair, their eyes are kind of a combination of like widened like fear of expression and then like closing it all out. And like you can read all these things in the expressions of the eyes, right? And um the thing that I'm getting at with that is it's based on a progression of a mood scale, right? So you, by controlling these expressions, can actually uh, control your emotions. The eyes are not merely a window to the soul, they are a utilization of our emotions, um, and how we express ourselves. They are also a tool of communication, the same as our speech. Even smell can sort of be a form of communication, but the the eyes communicate, and so you can learn to use that to not only read thoughts and understand another person's mind, but you can also learn to predict with a relatively high degree of accuracy where a person is headed in their life on that mental trajectory. And it works quite well and quite accurately if you judge correctly. I wanted to share this bit about tips and techniques because I think a lot of people could use the help right now with these sort of things, because there's so much divisiveness going on in the landscape in terms of who agrees on what and things like that, and being able to accurately judge the eyes is a good way of determining the authenticity of the person telling their truth, right? And so um, that's why I wanted to share. And I hope you got the best out of this for you.